All right, in the East Bay, another restaurant closure due to safety concerns. We're talking about Denny's. Says it is closing their Oakland location after 54 years. It is located on Hegenberger Road near the Oakland Coliseum. The company released a statement saying the safety of their team members and guests is a top priority, so they've decided to close the location. Employees able to relocate will be offered jobs at other restaurants. And this all comes after In-N-Out announced it will be closing one of its restaurants close to the Oakland airport because of rampant crime there.
All right, guys, so in this episode of liberals complaining about things that they more than likely voted for, we have to go out to the liberal, ultra-liberal city of Oakland, California, okay? We've been here quite a bit, okay? And we will probably continue to go out to the city throughout 2024 because this city has fallen off of a cliff. And the main purpose of me making these videos in an election year is not for the 90% of us who already know the consequences of voting for far left progressives and Democrats for decades on end, right? It's not for us, right? We already know the consequences, okay? You don't have to tell us that fire is hot, okay? But these videos really are for the 10% of people who may be liberal or progressive that just stumble across my videos, have watched a couple of the videos, and they're trying to decide who to vote for coming up in the midterms. And here I am to show you once again that there are consequences to voting for far left progressives. One of the consequences is out of control crime, okay? Out of control crime that leads to a couple stories that we're going to talk about today that are taking place in Oakland, California, where you have businesses that are leaving, okay? There's a mass exodus of businesses from cities like Oakland and San Francisco because crime is out of control. Doesn't matter if the business can actually make a profit. Like, for example, with In-N-Out, their Oakland location, they were making a lot of money, okay? They were profitable. However, they had to close down because crime was so out of control that it wasn't safe to operate in the area, despite the fact that they were making money. So lo and behold, we have another story about a major chain that almost never shuts down, right? Shutting down in Oakland, not due to the inability to make money, but because of crime being too out of control. It is simply not safe to operate. Take a look.
Denny's in Oakland served its last meal today. After 54 years, the restaurant shut down for good, citing concerns over crime. As KTVU's Henry Lee reports, this is just the latest business to close its doors due to the ongoing violence.
The Denny's in Oakland, known for being always open, is now forever closed because of crime concerns. Once again, the chickens have come home to roost.
I feel so bad for the city of Oakland because it's like everybody's leaving.
The restaurant closed for good at 1 Wednesday afternoon. Seems like only the chickens will be staying. Denny's officials would not go on camera, but a sign on the front door says in part, the safety and well-being of Denny's team members and valued guests is our top priority. Like other businesses in the area, the restaurant's seen its share of car break-ins, robberies, and violent crime. We caught up with some of the restaurant's final customers, like Aloy Ikane, picking up for Grubhub, but himself a regular.
Oh yeah, I eat it all the time. Sometimes midnight after club and everything, I come here and eat because the last few years, I mean, it was quite good. It's just a good place. I feel so bad that, I mean, they're leaving, you know?
Terrible that Oakland's like this. This is probably the oldest business on the block, and it's closing down. Sad.
Jeff Lee visits every Wednesday with his family for the breakfast slams. Now they'll have to go to the Denny's in either Hayward or Emeryville.
I'm a product of the Bay, born and raised, and this saddens me because when I was out of state, I was proud where I'm from, you know, and now I just kind of shudder. I just shake my head because of all the crime going on.
Wow, I did not know that.
Jerry McComb had no idea he had just picked up his very last Super Slam on Hegenberger.
Country potatoes with onions and the bacon. It's overwhelming. It is. Because I've been coming here for years.
Denny's now joins other spots near the airport that have closed, like Black Bear Diner, Subway, and Starbucks. In-N-Out, which has also been a magnet for car burglars, will close in March. With restaurants closing left and right, many people in Oakland are wondering who's next. In Oakland, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, so down goes Denny's. Down goes Denny's. Okay, it's like a game of whack-a-mole, except the moles don't come back up, right? They get whacked, okay, and they just don't come back up, okay? That's kind of what's happening in Oakland with all of these chains. And in this case, you have Denny's that has been open for 50 plus years, I believe. Okay, so they've been operating for decades. And now all of a sudden they're closing down because, well, crime is too bad, right? They have safety concerns, right? It's not even safe to operate a Denny's, a restaurant in Oakland. And the thing that gets me the most is the customers that are shocked, right? Oh, I'm so shocked to see this. I didn't know that this was happening. Well, how did you not know? Right? How did you not know it's a possibility that your local store could close down or restaurant could close down due to crime when that's happening all over the place? I mean, you have chains like Starbucks that can't even survive in Oakland, okay? In-N-Out can't survive in Oakland. Like, it doesn't matter what business it is. They can't survive there. Whether that be due to not being able to make money because of retail theft and crime, okay, profitability, or even if you're profitable, the crime is so bad, they're like, well, it's too dangerous to even go to work, right? Like, for example, this story right here, where you have the city's largest private employer now advising employees to stay in the building for lunch due to robberies. And you have some companies offering ride sharing because it's too dangerous for some people to drive to work. Again, this is absolutely insane. So I want to go ahead and talk about this, but before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Fighter Flare Flashlight. Blue cities are experiencing soaring crime despite what the mainstream media says. Many cities are seeing as much as a 20 to 30% spike in crime. Unfortunately for America, crime rates have spiked since 2016 after a 30-year decline, and there are no signs of this trend slowing down. This is why tens of thousands of people are only starting to feel safe when they carry their Fighter Flare flashlight. The Fighter Flare flashlight is a multi-tool tactical flashlight that is designed for self-defense and is highly revered by military and law enforcement. Its flagship feature is its ultra bright 800 lumen light with strobe lighting and SOS capabilities that can help blind an attacker, activate an emergency signal, and be seen for miles. Featuring a built-in lighter, belt cutter, digital battery life indicator, glass breaking hammer, built-in power bank for cell phone charging, solar power, compass, multiple lighting modes for a variety of situations, and the ability to have the Fighter Flare light zoom in and out with an included extender. If you order the amazing Fighter Flare flashlight today, you will get 3 bonuses like a complimentary 100% lifetime guarantee, free access to the exclusive Preppers Peak newsletter, and free shipping. Don't miss out on this incredible offer, and you can experience the incredible protection the Fighter Flare flashlight offers at an exclusive 15% discount only by using code 15OFF at fighterflare.com. That's fighterflare.com. The link is in the description below.
Well, how bad is the crime concern in Oakland? The city's largest private employer is now telling employees to stay in the building for lunch. NBC Bay Area's Valina Jones has more.
Stay here, eat here. That's the advice Kaiser is now handing out to employees at its downtown Oakland headquarters in an effort to keep them from becoming victims of crime.
Unfortunately, these sorts of things do happen, and I don't think we should let some of the more bad elements, I guess, around make people live in fear or work in fear.
We've learned a memo was recently sent to staff announcing the new recommendations to stay inside. Tonight, in a statement, Kaiser tells NBC Bay Area, in response to the current crime environment affecting all businesses in the entire community of Oakland, we continue to provide guidance to keep employees as safe as possible. But we spoke with a few other people who work in the area who say if safety is really a concern, employees should be given an option to work from home.
I think maybe at least in a hybrid schedule, maybe half of the week or something like that. It would be nice to see the employers kind of work with the employees.
OPD tells us it plans on increasing patrols in the area, and police brass are meeting with Kaiser executives to coordinate increased security. The mayor is also weighing in, saying in a statement, Oakland is making progress in addressing community safety in our business districts where many of Kaiser's facilities are located, adding Kaiser is a valued employer and partner. Tonight we're learning Kaiser is not alone. Blue Shield, also located in downtown Oakland, says it's now paying for ride shares for its employees, along with parking and private security to address safety challenges. In a statement, Blue Shield says, in part, we remain hopeful and are counting on city, county, and state leaders coming together with the community to improve safety and revitalize our city. In Oakland.
Wow. So you have companies now paying for security, right? They're paying for security. They're offering employees private security escorts to walk to and from work amid rising crime. Again, so those are the couple companies that we just saw, okay? One telling, hey, don't even go outside, right? Don't go outside. It's too dangerous to go outside, okay? You have another company here, Clorox, okay? The Clorox company is offering their employees private security guards.
A security guard at the Clorox company building in Oakland seen walking with an employee to their vehicle on Tuesday. Sources confirmed to ABC7 News that employees there now have the option to be escorted by security to their car, BART, or a location within 2 blocks.
Wow.
Well, honestly, I think that's kind of like a good thing, given the fact that Oakland, after dark, it's a crazy place, right?
I guess you would say appreciation. At least they're thinking of the community and their members.
Those we spoke with who work in the area say companies offering security escorts to keep employees safe is good news to them. Blue Shield of California confirms they have taken similar measures at their nearby location in Oakland.
You walk out at night, I've seen a whole block literally getting bipped, like one single person just going car to car to car to car.
In fact, a short time after we spoke with Victor Quintanilla, we saw just that, a bipped car. We witnessed someone bust out this car window and take items that were hidden in the trunk. They then drove off in a white getaway car. Some who live nearby say you just have to be aware of your surroundings.
You just try to be on your toes as best as you can, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
But is that any way to live, though? I mean, I agree with that. I agree that in general, people should always be on their toes. They should always be aware, okay? Keep your head on a swivel, right, so to speak. But does anybody really want to live like that, where you can't even go out shopping and enjoying life or go to work without having to worry about there being a high chance that you could get robbed or that your car could get hit, okay? I mean, it's crazy, right? This is not the way that people should be living in a so-called first world country, right? We are the most developed country in the world, okay? Or allegedly we are. You're not supposed to have these types of problems, okay? These are types of problems and issues that you worry about in less developed countries, okay, that have more crime and violence and don't have the ability to control it as much. But again, you're talking about a city like Oakland that, you know, has been around for a long time, and they can't control crime. Crime is out of control. People have to walk around with security guards. They can't even go and get lunch without having to worry about being mugged. And then people wonder why these businesses are closing up, why they're leaving. And then they want to boohoo, whine, and cry racism, act shocked. Oh, I'm shocked that the business is leaving. And in some cases, like in Boston with Walgreens, they accuse you of racism for leaving, right? Just because you can't make money or there's too much crime for you to make money. They'll accuse you of racism. You're the bad guy if you leave because our city has out of control crime, right? Not the Democrats, not the progressives that are running the city that have essentially enacted these soft on crime policies, not those people, but it's the company's fault when they decide to get up and leave. I don't understand why any of these companies would continue to operate in Oakland, right? Why would you? They should move to other places, right? Like, I don't know, the Midwest, okay, more conservative parts of the country, and bring the jobs over there, right? Bring the jobs over there, because clearly these people, they don't know how to vote correctly in order to keep the companies incentivized to stay.
Downtown workers, though, tell us they are frustrated with the current crime situation in Oakland. Sources tell us there were safety concerns that led to the Clorox company making the decision to provide security escorts.
And I know it's been like this thing forever, like defund the police, but when there's conditions like this, I think safety is #1 priority, right?
In addition to security walking employees to their vehicles, Tuesday we saw numerous guards outside the Clorox company building as well. In Oakland, J.R. Stone, ABC 7 News.
Nah, what that guy don't understand is that stopping crime is not the priority. Actually, it's the exact opposite. It's allowing the criminals to commit as much crime as possible because of reparations, right? Their old reparations is racist to lock up black people. So therefore, this is the new normal, right? This is the new normal, okay? Again, the George Floydification of this country is one of the worst things that ever happened to this country. But hey, like we always say, guys, you get what you vote for. And this is just another example. You need to think about that come the 2024 election when these people are up for re-election. You need to really think long and hard about what you're voting for, the consequences of your vote. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.